Welcome to Thunder here for race number 8 of 10 of the BMRN/LTP Pro Series. The championship battle is heating up between Kyle Busch, Matt DiBenedetto, and Chase Elliott. Those three are all within 9 points of each other. So, will the battle get even more tight, or will somebody be able to pull away with the championship lead? We will soon find out, as 33 cars take on what is perhaps one of the longest tracks on the schedule. There will only be 5 laps in this race because of how long it is. Let's go through your starting grid. Row 1, Chase Elliott doing exactly what he needs to do. He won the pole here in the return of the Mountain Dew paint scheme, and alongside him is the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Row 2 is Kyle Busch in the 18. Right behind him, current points leader by only 3 points over Matt DiBenedetto and 9 points over Chase Elliott. And alongside him is Brad Keselowski. Row 3 is Logano and Boyer. Row 4 is Blaney and Bowman. Row 5, Kurt Busch and Matt DiBenedetto, the other championship contender. Row 6 is Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex. Row 7 is Kyle Larson and Eric Almirola. Row 8 is Eric Jones and Justin Allgaier with a pretty good qualifying run. Row 9 is Ryan Newman and Jimmy Johnson. And row 10 is Ross Chastain and Christopher Bell. Row 11 is Daniel Hemrick and Chase Briscoe. Row 12 is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Tyler Reddick. Row 13 is Paul Menard and William Byron. Row 14 is Michael McDowell and Ryan Preece. Row 15 is Bubba Wallace and Ty Majeski. Row 16, Greg Galding and Ryan Reed. And finally, rounding out the field is Jeb Burton. 5 laps here around Thunder, and we're underway here with Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick leading them off. Going into the first corner, Elliott pulls out with a 2-car length lead. It appears Logano making a bold 3-wide move. He's going to get over all the way over to second. Kyle Busch did not want to see that. He wants to keep as many positions as possible in the case that Elliott does get max points for this race. There's Matt DiBenedetto there in the middle of the pack. It looks like he's fighting for the 8th position. He needs all the points that he can get too, as Elliott leads lap number 1, entering lap number 2 here. Going through the hairpin of turn 2 here, Kyle Busch getting to the inside of Logano. That's a crucial spot for Kyle Busch to get. Can he get by Logano? And it looks like he can, going into turn 3, as Elliott goes through 4 with a large lead. Probably one of the largest that we've ever seen on this channel. Usually the leader isn't able to get away this much. But Elliott must have a really strong car here, and it's going to be hard for Kyle Busch to catch him. Coming to lap number 3 now. Elliott still with the lead. Kyle Busch closing in a little bit. They go around the hairpin here. And now, next time by, there will be only 2 laps remaining as Chase Elliott opens the gap up again. We have a caution! This is going to affect the outcome of the race. As you can see, cars spinning up in front and up into the outside wall. Ross Chastain in the 3, Michael McDowell in the 34, and Jimmy Johnson in the 48 were the ones that were involved. Let's go back and see what happened. Here's the camera for turn number 3. As you can see, there's the 3 of Chastain going in with his teammate Daniel Hemrick, and his teammate Hemrick gave him a bump there, sent the 3-car around, and the 34 crashes into him, and the 48 just nowhere to go. Now, this was a pretty low-speed corner, so fortunately, all 3 cars are able to continue in the race. But we're going to have a restart with just 2 laps to go because the caution came out right before they got to that 2 laps to go. Alright, here we go. 2 more laps to settle it. Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, 2 championship contenders on the front row on the restart. Kyle's going to try as hard as he can to get past get past the 9 car of Chase Elliott, and it looks like he might get him down the back straightaway. No, Elliott has the better run going into the corner. He has help from Ryan Blaney. Matty Benedetto into the picture. He's into the top 5 now. Joey Logano had a really bad turn right there. He's going to lose several positions. They're going to come around turn number 5. They're going to see the white flag. 1 more lap to go to Chase Elliott. Will he be able to lead every lap? Ryan Blaney has passed the 18 for second, and now Martin Truex Jr. is trying to pass him for third. It's all going wrong for Kyle Busch. I'll bet you right now Blaney's going to be Kyle Busch's best friend if he is able to get past the 9. Chase Elliott going for his 3rd win of the season. Ryan Blaney going for his 2nd. And Martin Truex Jr. back there, if he can catch them, also going for his 2nd. Coming down, 1 final corner. Will Blaney use the bumper? Yes, he does. He gets into the back of Elliott. Elliott slides sideways, coming to the line. I don't know who won. Too close to call. Too close to call that finish. Let's go back and see the final lap of the race. See if we can figure out who won this thing. I think it might have been Elliott, but I'm not sure. It was too close to call. This might have been the closest finish on the channel. For sure the closest finish in the series, but maybe the closest. This might even beat out Darlington back in York Cup Series Season 3. So here you can see the white flag taken. Chase Elliott, dominant car, but Ryan Blaney's catching up to him. Ryan Blaney, of course, going for 2 wins in a row, which Elliott did earlier in the season. Going through turn 3. Blaney knew exactly what he had to do going to that final corner. He gave Elliott the bumper, got him loose. He fishtailed off the corner. I have no idea. I have no clue which one of them won that race. We might have a tie, honestly. It is that close. We might have the first ever tie, but we have a couple other angles to look at, so we'll go ahead and look at those. Here is the first angle from the start-finish line. This is the photo finish camera angle. It looks like maybe Chase is ahead. I don't really know. It's hard to tell because it's a little bit blurrier for the 12. I still have no idea. But we do have one more, and that is the overhead shot. And if we look very closely, it does indeed appear that Chase Elliott, by the slimmest of margins, probably as close as you can possibly get, has won the race here at Thunder. It's pretty clear right there. You look again, Chase Elliott's front bumper, that little corner right there, that the Camaro has, that was what he won the race by. Just that little point on the front of the Camaro. That is the thing that kept this from becoming a tie, it appears. Chase Elliott gets his 3rd win of the season. And he does it after leading every single lap. Here you can see. Here are the final results for the race. Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney probably tied up in the closest finish on not only this channel's history, but maybe even any series that has happened on the BMRN. Maybe the closest finish in BMRN history as well, possibly. If we look by distance, Martin Truex Jr. actually finishing 3rd. Solid run for him. He hasn't had the best of seasons after he kicked off the series with the win at Fresno. Kevin Harvick finishing 4th. I think that's one of his better runs this season. Matty Benedetto in 5th. Just barely got by Kyle Busch there at the end, if you saw. That is a big move there by Benedetto. He's able to gain points on Kyle, but I don't think it'll be enough to pass Kyle. Chase Elliott, on the other hand, it's going to be a lot closer between him and Kyle Busch, Kyle Busch finishing 6th there. Definitely not what Kyle wanted to do. He definitely wanted to go up there and win, or at least finish in the top 3, but he fell all the way to 6th on that last restart. Denny Hamlin finishing 7th, Joey Logano at 8th, Clint Bowyer 9th, and Eric Almirola rounds out the top 10, which means all 4 Stewart-Haas racing cars were inside the top 10 in this race. 11th, Justin Allgaier, one of his best runs of the season. Kyle Larson finishing in 12th, Brad Keselowski, a poor showing in 13th. Kurt Busch, same for him, in 14th. A little disappointing after his incredible run at East City Circuit. Eric Jones finishing in 15th, Paul Menard 16th, Ryan Newman 17th, Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Daniel Hemrick round out the top 20. Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell having a really bad run in 22nd. I guess road courses really aren't his thing. William Byron 23rd, Jimmy Johnson 24th, another poor showing. Ryan Preece in 25th, Bubba Wallace 26th, Ty Majeski, Ross Chastain, Jeb Burton, Michael McDowell round out the top 30. And then you have Reddick, Ryan Reed, Greg Galding. And for the second time in the league history, all 33 cars finished the race. It happened at Fairgrounds as well. And it has happened here. So congratulations to Chase Elliott. He is now 2 for 2 in that Mountain Dew car. Something under the hood of that car just seems to be so much better. And this is his 3rd win in 8 races of the season. That's almost half the races. It is absolutely impressive what Chase Elliott is doing this season. But again, may I remind you, he only got this win by the slimmest of margins, but he did lead every single lap, which is a rare thing to come by on both this channel and Caleb's. So yeah, the next race I believe is going to be at Omaha. That is going to be an interesting one, and that one is going to be on Caleb's channel. So you're going to want to go ahead and watch that one. That is probably the must-watch race of the entire season, and then the role will come back to me, and the final that will be the final race of the season that will be on his channel, and then I will have the season finale on my channel at, I believe, Dixieland. So yeah, that's going to end the race here. Probably the closest finish in BMRN and LTP history. This is Left Turn Productions, signing out.